So, we are finally here with the Black Ops 6 early access beta that was just released yesterday at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, this is not going to be the review or anything like that, but more or less this is going to be pretty much like a first impression video of the early access beta. As you know, there will be an open beta in literally just a weekend from this current weekend right now, pretty much next weekend is what I mean to say, is when we're going to get the open beta, which is basically going to be for everybody on all platforms, not just one particular platform, and not just if you pre-order the game or if you got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, but more or less this is going to be for everybody on every platform, meaning PC, PlayStation, Xbox, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. It ain't going to be just specific for the current generation consoles and such. But what I can honestly say, though, with this first impression of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is, honestly, the game actually plays really great. It's really, really smooth. And honestly, Treyarch, I think, may have done a lot better job at creating this game than they did with the last games, because the last few Call of Duty Black Ops games that I really liked from Treyarch were basically Black Ops 2 and as well as Black Ops 3. Now, I know Black Ops 3 may actually not be a Call of Duty that a lot of people like, but there are still some people that really, really liked Black Ops 3, and honestly, I thought it was basically just as good as Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is still going to be better, though, even though I know I just said that I thought it was just as good. But in my opinion, it is definitely like a better futuristic version of Black Ops 2. But nonetheless, Black Ops 2 will forever be one of the best Call of Duty games ever created. But how does Black Ops 6 actually really hold up? Well, it's actually surprisingly looking like it's actually holding up very, very well. Now, I was not a big fan of Cold War or Black Ops 4, even though those were like still decent games that you got in the Black Ops series. But nonetheless, I honestly think that Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 were the last two good Call of Duty Black Ops games. And that's actually saying something, because I personally love the last three Call of Duty games. I like last year's MW3 and the year before's MW2, and I honestly liked Vanguard too. I know I mumbled saying that, but I even liked Vanguard just as well. And Vanguard was actually pretty darn incredible. And a lot of people would say that that game was not. But personally, I thought it was actually an incredible Call of Duty game. But Black Ops 6, as it clearly stands, honestly, this is definitely looking like the best Black Ops game that Treyarch has even created. So far, I've played a couple games on my Xbox One X, and then right now, with the footage that you're seeing is off of our Xbox Series X, it absolutely plays really smooth. It's definitely a lot more faster paced than what Cold War was, and Cold War was actually pretty decent, although it wasn't super great. Like I was saying, not as good as like Vanguard, MW3, as well as MW2. But Cold War, I know that there's a lot of people that did like Cold War, and I have a couple friends that also like Cold War. But Black Ops 6, so far, playing this early access beta, and if you're wondering about the beta, well, the early access beta, you're only getting a handful of guns, so you're only getting a select few guns, as well as only 3 maps, and the best map that, honestly, so far that I like out of the 3 is the one that we're currently playing on. Like, I mean, you cannot just look at, like, how good that this view looks on this map. Like, you can see every single bit of detail, and it's honestly incredible and how good that they did with the graphics on this game, and especially this map. But there's like other 2 good maps. I know I messed up saying other, but there's also some other 2 good maps. But with the open beta that comes out next weekend, we're supposed to have a variety of more guns and a select few more maps, I should say. Now, honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what the open beta is going to look like, and I can't wait to try this game on the PlayStation consoles. Now, I only have this pre-ordered for the Xbox platforms, but we are going to be getting this game pre-ordered in just a couple more weeks on the PlayStation platforms, such as the PlayStation 4 and 5. But nonetheless, so far when it comes to the multiplayer experience of the first impression of Black Ops 6, honestly, this is seeming like one of the best Call of Duty games ever. It just plays really smooth. It's got nice new, movements. It's definitely a bit more faster paced than what Cold War does, and it actually does feel like a modern warfare type of game, even though it is Black Ops. But what I mean by that is the movement is just so smooth, it's so great, and personally, I just honestly think that they did a very, very good job with this, and honestly, I can't wait to see what the full beta honestly looks like when it comes next weekend for the open beta. So, honestly, Black Ops 6, honestly, is a very, very good freaking game. So far, for first impressions, honestly, I think that this might actually be the best Call of Duty game possible that Treyarch has ever done. And I know that there's still going to be people that are going to say, bro, no game is going to beat Black Ops 2, no game is going to beat Black Ops 1, no game is going to beat Black Ops 4, which, honestly, it's just an opinion, and everybody has their own opinion when it comes to certain games, especially when you got games like Call of Duty that get a new release every single year from 3 different developers. But so far, the guns are so good, at least the handful of guns that we have currently. The gameplay is just super balanced, and the game plays so smooth. Honestly, I think that this is definitely going to be the best Call of Duty game ever. Probably the best so far Call of Duty game on the current generation consoles, such as the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. But we will do another review when it comes to the open beta next week, but this is just a first impression video for the early access beta that we got for pre-ordering the game on the Xbox platforms. And as of yet, so far, for the early access beta, I'm going to have to give it a 8 out of 10 because it's definitely not going to be perfect, but it is definitely really flawless. It plays really smooth. It's got really nice graphics, and the guns are just so good, and the maps are also at least decent for at least the 2 that we've played on. There's one called Scud, and that's probably the one out of the 3 that we have on the early beta that honestly I'm not a super fan of, but the map that we just finished on is honestly the best map out of the 3 as of yet. But when it comes to the open beta next weekend, we're going to have a variety of a few new maps, and we're going to have more guns, and I think even a more level up system. And before I do end the video, this early access beta, you can only go up to rank 20. So honestly, I don't know if you get something for going up to max level on the beta, but I would assume that Treyarch or Activision is going to have something like that. But without further ado, the first impressions of Black Ops 6, I have to honestly give it, Treyarch, you did a fabulous job when it comes to Black Ops 6. So honestly, I am absolutely really loving Black Ops 6 as of yet. And honestly, I'm thinking I'm liking it better than last year's MW3, even though we personally loved last year's MW3. But Black Ops 6 is absolutely, it is now taking Call of Duty to the next level, and this is going to be the best Black Ops game in a good minute that Treyarch has ever done. But that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video, so hope you enjoyed this first impression video of Black Ops 6 on our Xbox Series X. Let us know in the comment section down below if you have played this game and what's your thoughts on it. Do you not like this game, or do you agree that this is one of the best Black Ops games that Treyarch has made in recent years? So just let us know in the comment section down below. Hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel, and we'll keep you posted with more content, especially a review of the open beta next weekend and when we get our TCL QM8 51G TV air in just a couple more weeks. And then once we get the full review video of Black Ops 6 after it launches. But that's going to do it. This is Tech and Gaming Review, so hope you enjoyed the video. So rate, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.